So as we start standing up, I invite you to spread your toes. Ground into the tripod of your foot, finding the two spots, the balls of your feet, and the spot in the middle of your heel. Close your eyes to start focusing on lifting up your arch, turning your knees forward, bringing that external rotation from the inside of your thighs outside, engaging your whole entire legs, engaging up to your hips, grounding from your belly button all the way down into the ground. Now, from your rib cage and up, lifting, creating space in your abdominal cavity, opening up your chest, opening up your front body while you keep your shoulder blades away from each other, lifting your shoulders up and down, pulling back the skin of your collarbones, bringing your hands to the side of your body, chin parallel to the mat, and breathing here. Feeling the straight line between your shoulders, your hips, and your ankles. So tucking in your pelvis if you need, or slightly tucking it out depending on where your posture is. And bringing your hands to heart center for today's opening Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring your hands to the side and you slowly open up your eyes. Now for today, we're going to start by warming up just a little bit, going side to side. So inhale and exhale, going to the side. Inhale, exhale, going to the side. And I want you to keep your hands where you're pushing on your hip and you're lifting up your rib. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, go down. Inhale, go down. So you feel how your hands are helping you keep that posture where you're really bringing your rib cage up. So getting that assistance here, doing self-adjustments. Right here. Are you feeling how you're able to really stretch that side body? And stretch the side body. And you're not collapsing here because you're pushing your hip to the other side. Really feeling that stretch. Working on the side wind. And then coming back to center. And now with our arms up. The same thing. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Got your own rhythm. Can look easy, but doing it properly isn't necessarily. And coming back to center. And now from here, we're going to take a super wide stance. And we're going to take the left leg, turning your left toes to the front and your right toes. You can either have them at about a 45-degree angle or completely 90 degrees. So what we want to do here is we want to keep our hips completely to the front. We want to bring again that external rotation. You're grounding into the right leg, and your left leg you want to turn so that your knee is right in alignment with your leg as much as possible. And that this leg, and again here at this 45-degree angle, you're still keeping your hip to the front. So you're going to feel right here a big stretch. Now something really interesting about this part of your body is that it has very important lymphatic nodes, okay? So we're stretching open here, and as you stretch open and you feel it in your groin, stretching and opening, and you feel it here, know that it is not only a muscle stretch. You are opening up and you are working, you're getting lymphatic circulation. That's why yoga is so powerful, because as we open up here, you slowly bend down your ankle over your heel, your knee over your ankle as much as possible. And you're feeling that opening up here, you are opening the lymphatic nodes. So Let's just do this for a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale, down here. Inhale, exhale, down. Keeping your torso straight. Inhale, exhale, down. It's your own rhythm. And I don't want to be working your thighs so much here, as I want you to be opening. I really want it to be, if you're here like this, see the difference here? I'll show you from the front, okay? My knee pointing forward. I'm engaging my whole leg, I feel it in my hamstring. Versus this. See how my knee is pointing there? I'm working my thigh a lot, but I'm not feeling that opening of the lymphatic here, and I'm not feeling how my whole leg, including my hamstrings, is being engaged. Now that's what we want. So now going to the other side. Now your left leg is pointing forward. Your right leg, again here, hip to the front, and then your knee over top, in alignment with your heel, right? So when you inhale, exhale, bending down, your knee, if you see your knee over your foot, it's covering your foot. You're not going like this, it's really covering your foot. And at the same time, that's lifting up the arch, right? So focus on the tripod of your foot as you lift up the arch, knee right over, pelvis to the front. Inhale, exhale. And feel the opening here. Feel the opening. Feel how you're using your whole entire leg. How you're really, really engaging not only the thigh muscle, but even on your back hip, near your buttocks, you might be feeling, I feel a little bit of working there as well. I feel it starting from my ankle, going all the way up through the sides, through my hamstrings. And I really feel it working, opening up here in my leg. Now here you can also lift up your toes if that makes it any easier for you to keep that arch engaged. And then exhaling, coming back to center. Now going back to the left leg, I'm going to keep that position once again, coming in with our right leg back, still lifting up the arch of the right leg. So you might want to lift up your toes here. Now the trick is to not, you see how now it's like I'm breaking my ankle? You're still grounding into the tripod of your foot, lifting up your toes, all of your weight on this back foot as your hips are to the front. And then we're going to inhale, exhale, going down, holding it here. And then the same thing that we just did now, we're going to push on your hip here with this hand and lift up your chest, just like we were doing. Remember to keep that turning there. Yes. And holding it here. Now this is side angle pose. Now this is side angle pose where you know you're not doing it in a non-beneficial alignment. So you might say, I'm not even bent. I'm not even there. What's going on? You're better off being in a side angle like this than being in a side angle like this. Okay? So now from here, if you really feel like you can, bend more, keeping your pelvis straight, keeping this line straight, your hip up, and then you can slowly bring your elbow to your knee just over your ankle, still forcing that, not forcing, still engaging that opening here, and then lifting up your arm. Now, if you were in the first position, that's totally fine. If you're here, that's also totally fine. And inhale and exhale. And then inhale, coming up, exhaling back to center, and turning over now for the right leg in front. Once again, same thing. I'm going to come here, again, bringing that external rotation, rounding in to the back leg, lifting up your toes if you need, finding that tripod of your foot, engaging your leg. And now here you might want to micro bend, depending on how your body is. It's okay to be a little bit bent if that's what gives you stability here, right? We're not looking to look like the textbooks. What we're looking to do is create space in your joints, open up your lymphatic nodes, create alignment in your energetic body. It doesn't matter if the pose looks like the pose or not. Yoga is not about ego. Even if we make it about ego, especially in the Western world, especially in modern day, maybe we could even say. So here, lifting up your toes, pressing back. You can already feel how the whole energy is grounding in. And now from here, inhale and exhale, bringing your knee just above your ankle, right? That external rotation is still there. External rotation is still there. I'm engaging all of my lower body here. And then your hand on your hip, pressing on your hip here. And then this hand coming up and pressing on your ribs, lifting up the ribs. You see here? You can stay in this pose right now. And you can be comfortable here. Or what you can do is you can now bend your leg even more. Bring your elbow onto your leg. And remember to twist here. You want to keep the laser of your nipples pointing right in front of you. Remember that. Your nipples are always lasers and you want them pointing right in front. And coming here. And so here we don't want to be collapsing. You're lifting up. See here, this lifting up as you're in the pose. And your back leg is still the brain of the asana. And then inhale, coming up, exhale, and bringing your legs slowly, slowly together. Now shaking out your legs a little bit. Shaking out your legs. Shaking, 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 shaking. And you can even rub here a little bit. That's going to get the lymphatic nodes circulating even more. And then back up, and then here on the other leg. And going down, and then coming back up. So what I've been focused on today was this lymphatic nodes. Now, the lymph in your body wants to circulate. We've got two main lymphatic nodes here, the inner creases and the armpits. So when you have toxins in the body built up, kapha often as well, you know, the mucus, the earth element of your body, you can be rubbing here in your lymphatic nodes to help it go. Actually, some people will suggest dry brushing every morning. We'll talk about that another time. Just letting you know that there is really benefits of just rubbing your skin, especially on the right spots. So that's being said, let us sit and finish off today's practice with just 1 minute of meditation. And finding a comfortable position, focusing on your breath. Very slowly bringing your hands to your heart center, closing up today's class with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Deep inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bowing your head down, giving thanks for this moment, giving thanks to your body, giving thanks to the lymphatic nodes in your body that are helping circulate with the toxins, allowing you to release. Thanking yourself for allowing yourself to release. Thanking yourself for being here. Inhale, looking up, keeping your eyes closed, rubbing your palms together. And bringing your palms onto your eyes. Slowly inhaling. Then exhaling as you open up your eyes and zap darkness up your palms. Then very gently and very slowly allow the light to come in and come back into the room. And I invite you to take a second here to just look around wherever you are and to find one or many things right now that you can look at and then you can see, wow, this is beautiful. Looking at this tree. Now, if you don't find anything, I invite you to look at some part of your body and even just your nail and to realize how amazing that is. So bringing back the awe of being a baby into your daily adult life. Namaste. See you guys tomorrow.